Yo! What's going on, everybody? It's Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 26 Ultimate Team video. It's Wednesday, so we got brand new Team of the Week cards in the game along with Players of the Month. But before we get into the new content and talk about the mistakes some of you guys might make, let's just give you one final reminder. Tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, only on EA's Twitch channel, which you can see is right in the middle of your screen, or at least in the middle of this graphic. You want to tune in to earn a free 92 overall MCS cornerback, Drake London. All you have to do is make sure Twitch drops are set up. If you don't have them set up, down below in the comment section as a pinned comment, we're going to link you down to a video that I put out earlier in the year that breaks down everything that you need to know about Twitch drops, how to set them up, how to link your account, how to claim the packs, how to check the progress on those packs. Tonight at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time on that same channel, we're going to have early reveals for part 2 of the Zero Chill promo, which will be going live tomorrow afternoon. And of course, once that content's revealed later tonight, we'll have another video covering it and letting you know everything you need to know about it, as well as when the content's live tomorrow afternoon. But tune in at 5:30, and then starting at 6, the MCS event will start, and also you'll start to earn progress towards that Drake London card. For a lot of people, there have been issues where if you claim Twitch drops basically since early November, whether it's Twitch drop packs, Zero Chill packs, anything that's in regards to Twitch drops, they weren't going to your account. Well, that issue seemingly has been resolved. Some of you might still be lingering, waiting for packs, but all throughout the day, I think they deployed a fix very early in the morning at like 6 a.m. I've been getting just random packs popping up. You can see I'm up to 9 standard Twitch packs. I got Darren Waller, which I have been missing for like a month and a half. I got some Zero Chill packs. I got the Mark Ingram tokens. So if you guys have been missing content that you have been claiming, log in today. That might pop up, and hopefully this is now going to resolve the issue. So when we all go to watch tonight to get that Drake London, it's going to be rather a smooth process. But this is going to be the only opportunity for the most part that you're going to have to get that Drake London card. So make sure you tune in because you don't want to miss out on this. You get a 6'4" cornerback, 91 speed. He gets 32 team chems plus Zero Chill chemistry. So along with the Zero Chill theme team, whatever theme team you might rock, and then the Zero Chill welcome pack player in your lineup, you could potentially be looking at +3 speed at the minimum, with a lot more to offer there. The card comes with Tank baked on, or no, that's actually Iron Man. So this means and confirms that he's going to be able to play cornerback and wide receiver. So you're getting a 2-for-1 there. And the card also gets Deep Zone KO for 4 AP and a Frozen 0 AP bucket. So it's basically a must-have card. All you have to do is set up Twitch drops and then tune in later tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Team of the Week is part of Weekly Spotlight. There's 3 different programs that make that up. I know a lot of you know this, but there's a lot of new people that have been coming into the game over the last couple weeks because of Zero Chill and the different discounts that are available by buying Madden 26 right now. So if you didn't know this, you want to make sure you're playing through your Legend Solos on Saturdays, Collector Series on Monday, and Team of the Week on Wednesday. Out of all 3 of these, the Team of the Week Solos are the easiest, the least time consuming. You can get through them very, very fast, and playing through these solos is going to earn you stars. The stars are going to give you milestone rewards, and for all 3 of those programs I just mentioned, the milestone rewards are going to be weekly spotlight tokens. So this is one of 3 places that you can earn these. Location number 2 is your weekly spotlight field pass, and because today is Wednesday, that means this field pass reset with brand new objectives, which means you can now earn more XP, and more XP means more free weekly spotlight tokens to help you get closer to that number of 25 or 50 or 75. In increments of 25, you're getting free 93 overall champions right now. So you have new objectives, go out and complete these, get more XP, and then once you get to 25 tokens, you head on over to item sets. If you're ready to redeem them on a Team of the Week card that came out today, you can get up to 2 of these for free at the 93 overall level. So if you take a look, and we're using the program filter for Team of the Week, we're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom. I lied, it's on the second row, but you're looking for the 91 to 93 overall B&D set. So you can only do this 2 times. It will refresh, or we'll get a brand new set that's going to give you 92 to 94s once we take an overall increase, but that's probably not happening until early January. So you do want to be somewhat selective, because after you max this set out 2 different times, you're not going to be able to do it anymore. When it comes to Team of the Week cards, specifically the cards that came out today, there are some very, very good options that are probably worth the tokens. Yesterday, I put out an updated video on the best cards to use those tokens on, obviously not knowing the cards that were coming out today. So we're going to make an amendment to that, but every Saturday you can check back on my channel for a video that breaks down the best cards to use those spotlight tokens on. Now, if you want to get a 93 overall champion without spotlight tokens, there's a set for that as well. Of course, you can open up packs. We'll show you the pack offers here in a moment. You can buy the cards off of the auction house, but if you happen to want any of the 93s that came out today and you're not going to use spotlight tokens, you need 590 overall Team of the Week cards. You put those into the set. In return, you get a fantasy pack that allows you to choose any of the 93s. This is now week number 2 of us having 93 overall cards, and the 3 champions that dropped today, you got Harold Fannin Jr., Christian Watson, and Devin Lloyd. Out of these 3, Christian Watson is easily the best one, but the other 2 cards are really good. The reason this card is so great is because the Packers have a really good theme team right now, but you're getting 93 speed, 6'4" receiver, all the route runnings at 90 plus, really good catch and traffic and spec catch, and with all of the weekly spotlight program cards that are at a 93 overall at the champion level, which means, again, Team of the Week Collector Series and Legends, they get a frozen 0 AP bucket because they're coming out during the Zero Chill promo, and those buckets are going to be 0 AP all the way until mid-January, probably rolling into the playoff promo. So on this card, you have a handful of extremely good abilities that aren't going to take up any AP on the offensive side of the ball, and you still have a bunch of other buckets to work with where you can equip other things where you would have to spend AP, like if he gets tank for 2 AP, that's pretty good to put on your wide receiver to help you break tackles after the catch. But overall, even outside of a theme team, if you need a wide receiver, I do think this card is worth it. The Harold Fannin Jr. card, you got a 91 speed, 6'3" tight end, another very, very good card. Solid run blocking, but really good catch and route running. And then Devin Lloyd, 6'3" user, with stock 90 speed. The only thing that he lacks a little bit is zone coverage, but he's got really good block shed, hit power tackle, acceleration, play rec, so really good against the run. And if you're going to use him, he's certainly tall enough and fast enough. So all 3 options that came out today, fantastic. And again, all 3 of them also get a frozen 0 AP bucket. We also have 2 LTDs, 94 overalls, and Michael Wilson and Geno Stone. Again, they'll get frozen 0 AP buckets. The downside to these cards is that they're really expensive. And then we also have Player of the Month content drop. So Max Crosby and Jahmyr Gibbs are going to be your 95 overall Player of the Month cards. These also will get a frozen 0 AP ability bucket here up until January 15th, making them some of the most desirable cards in the game. Jahmyr Gibbs already had a running back earlier that was tremendously good, the Crystal card, and we all know Raiders have the best team in the game, so a lot of people are going to want to go after that Max Crosby. Those cards also are going to be extremely, extremely expensive. You can see right now the set requirements are pretty high. You need 4 93 overall Team of the Week cards, and then additionally 4 more 93s from any program. You put those 8 cards into the set. In return, you get the Player of the Month champion that you want to add, but it's going to be a very, very expensive card. There is actually a way that you can get this card for free, but it's not going to be now. It's not going to be 3 weeks from now. It's going to be a while down the road, but also because today is Wednesday, you have weekly objectives that also reset and refresh. If you head on over to your Season 4 Field Pass, like I said, every Wednesday we have the objectives refresh in the weekly Spotlight Field Pass. Well, they also have in your Season 4 Field Pass, if you go to your weekly tab, you now have 4 new objectives that will net you a little bit over 50,000 XP towards the Season 4 Field Pass, and also you have your solo season objectives refresh and reset, so you can earn up to 8 solo season tokens every single week, and the objectives resetting on Wednesday now means you can get 8 more. So there's 2 reasons, especially right now, why you want to be playing this game mode. Number 1, going through a full run of the league and then a full run of the run is going to get you those 8 tokens, and once you get to 32 of them, you head back over to item sets, use the season pass filter. You're going to be looking for this Solo Seasons Token BND Champion set. So you can see I am currently 8 tokens away right now. If I went through and played all of that stuff offline, I would get to 32. Opening this pack is going to give you 10 random 93 overall players to choose from. But we've seen over time now, if you wait strategically to do these sets, you can not guarantee, but give yourself a high percentage chance at cards that came out today, like Jahmyr Gibbs and Max Crosby. Now, again, you'd have to wait until we go to 95 overall champion level cards, and we haven't even hit 94 champions, so you're going to be waiting a while. But at this point, if you have 32 tokens, you can dump them into the set. You're going to get probably a bunch of Zero Chill cards, Team of the Week, Collector Series, a bunch of 93s to choose from. At this point, I would wait until we go up to 94s, and then after the playoff promo goes live, you'll have a handful of potential 94 overall playoff champions to choose from. But if you want to wait until we go to 95 overall champions, that would be your best opportunity to try to get those cards. But we also have team builders coming out Saturday, and a lot of times there's a team builder champion that's up 1 in overall compared to LTDs. Doing these solos could essentially or eventually net you one of those cards. We'll talk about that a little bit in more detail on Saturday, but for now, make sure you're playing through solo seasons, the league, and the run, not only to collect those tokens, but also these are versus CPU events. I've talked about this a lot, that net you a lot of free packs. So when you go through a full run of the league, it's 13 games in total. 10 of those 13 games are 2-quarter games where you got 3-minute quarters. You can get a bunch of packs, but if you go 20-0 against the computer in the run, every 5 wins you get a reward pack as you climb the levels. And when you get to level 4 and get those 5 wins within level 4, you got 11 packs there. So there's a ton of packs at every level that you can earn. And of course, opening these packs, you're probably not going to have the greatest results. If you do, that's better for you. But all of these cards quick sell for training. Going back to the weekly spotlight tokens, a really good way that maybe down the road, I wouldn't do it right now because of Zero Chill, but you can take advantage of using that free training from the packs that you earn in solo seasons and field pass rewards, etc. If you go over to your select offers tab, you're going to be looking for a token pack when it comes to Collector Series Legends and Team of the Week. So it's 11,500 training, but opening this up gives you 3 additional spotlight tokens. So if you're earning enough free training from those game modes that we just talked about, you're getting more spotlight tokens without touching your coin stack, and you might actually pull something solid out of the 385 plus cards from Team of the Week. And you can do the same thing on Monday with Collector Series and the same thing on Saturday with Legend cards. The best usage of training right now to me is heading on over to your training store and opening up this Zero Chill player reroll pack here, because this is going to be a shot at pulling, maybe 90s and 93s. It's going to be a slim chance of doing that. 90s are going to be more prevalent than 93s, but every card you get out of this pack you can quick sell for snow currency. And as you probably know by now, snow is a really good driver of a lot of this free content, or at least a way to get some of this content for free. I do want to remind you guys while we're here and closing out the video, a lot of this stuff is going to refresh tomorrow. So when you take a look at your present packs here, they all have limits, and if you've exhausted those limits, those are going to refresh tomorrow when Part 2 of Zero Chill drops. If you've earned enough snow but haven't used it on a 93 overall B&D Fantasy Pack, we're getting more champions tomorrow, so we'll make an updated video on the best card to take out of this pack once there's more available options. But again, another way to play solo seasons, earn training, turn that training into snow, and get a free 93 overall player. And in the head-to-head event where you can make a lot of snow, these will refresh as well. These are entry tokens to essentially boost your reward. So if you purchase a tier 2 token or a tier 3 and enter the head-to-head event from the Zero Chill program with these, you can get some absurd amount of snow if you can win 10 games before you lose 2, or win the majority of your games before you lose 2 games. Sticking with pack offers here, the cards that came out today are phenomenal. I like all 3 of the champions, but I still would urge you not to spend any money, because with Zero Chill Part 2 dropping tomorrow, the market is sure to come down, especially on cards that came out today. It's not guaranteed, but I think it's worth the risk just waiting 24 hours rather than dumping a bunch of money or coins into any of these packs or players. This one right here, not great odds by any means, but if you do want to take a shot at a champion level card for $25, you're getting one of 2 90-plus players that came out today, and then additionally 2 more 1 of 90-plus cards, but this is just at the elite level, so it's not guaranteeing 2 Team of the Week cards, but you're guaranteed at least 1, and you have a fairly decent chance, a little bit less than a quarter of a chance here to pull a 93 champion. So for $25, if that's a low price point to you, this one might be worth it. There are actually bundles that you can spend lots of money to give yourself a chance at a Player of the Month card. You can see the odds here on this 93 Player of the Month pack, 93 plus pack, or a 95 Player of the Month is 30%. Now $100 is a very, very high price tag, so I wouldn't personally engage in this, but if you're a big money spender, they have that option there available for you. So those are your pack offers. Again, I would hang on to them. I wouldn't be opening them up. At this point, we just have to hope that Part 2 of Zero Chill gives us some really good cards. I think Part 1 was a home run. Hopefully we get better champions. We should be getting another 16 stocking stuffers. All of this will be revealed tomorrow in or tonight, I should say, and tomorrow, if the content is good, you should see a mini market crash, and we'll talk about the best cards to buy over that duration there, and of course, everything else you need to know about what's going on. But tune in for Drake London, knock out your weekly spotlight solos. If you want any of the cards that came out today, you can get them for free if you want. That's it. Thank you for watching. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.